Hello, afternoon everyone. Myself Sasmita, former student of Institute of Gandhian Studies, Wardha in 2019. Now I am continuing my PhD in Gandhian Thought and Peace Studies in Central University of Gujarat, Gandhinagar. When I joined IGS, I had already left my study for 9 years. IGS had given me a scope and encouragement for higher study. It also given me opportunity of wider looking at society and life, critical understanding of social problems. Theoretical knowledge is always supplementary to the practical life. I acquired the theoretical knowledge with new concepts which afterwards shaped my understanding the issues. I could get the scope to relook Gandhi and Gandhism in a more critical way at IGS. Gandhi's thought has developed fearlessness, truthfulness, punctuality, and patience within me. It is shaping my ideas, thinking, and writing power. My reading and writing capability also developed, so also sharing, caring capability, and understanding others. I am inspired by Professor Ramchandra Pradhan, who always inspired and encouraged every student, whether a brilliant or a weak. The first batch student of IGS, who is a journalist and a progressive writer, Prasun Latan, always encouraged me for creative writing and do something in Odisha. Professor MP Mathai also teaches nicely and encouraged me always to think on society in very creative way. Bharat Mahoday, Sivya K. Joseph, Jeevan Kumar and Sandeep sir also taught nicely. During my study in Wardha and Gujarat, so many eminent Gandhian scholars shaped my ideas and work. For lifelong, I am obliged to IGS campus, teachers, staffs and workers. Now, along with my academic studies, I am also involved in grassroots social activities. IGS is not only an institute, it has a soul, it is a family. This place has a beauty which gives me much pleasure, including Gandhi, Vinoba and Buddha. There are so many challenges among us in present time. Human civilization fight for survival and sustainability. Only physical and material asset does not give us peace and satisfaction. Every man wishes for a true thought and path. Every great thinker or Gandhi's thought always gives us a new hope, new path. Society exists and moves by a progressive thought and knowledge of educational institutions. IGS is an institute which established with a new hope, new way and new alternatives. In present time, this institute has so many responsibilities for society. It should not be a commodity to be sold to a consumer for commercial purpose. The man always a trustee to save the resources of society and world for living peacefully rather than conquer it. The present health crisis, ecological crisis, economic degradation, exploitation of natural resources, migration demands a different worldview that giving up the present lifestyle and a reduction in consumerism. It is also simple living and high thinking. High thinking is always produced by a powerful creative learning center. From past, IGS had proved this effectively, so this man-making institute, if shut down, it will be a great loss for student community who basically belongs to middle lower classes and to the society at large. IGS is this type of knowledge resources which should be saved by us and preserved for our future generations. The close of IGS not only a deep setback to the upcoming generations but also will have a serious impact on the critical and analytical study of Gandhi and his evergreen thoughts. It is a bitter truth that in the present day there are hardly handful of educational institutions remained in this country which focus on history of Gandhi and relevance of Gandhian alternatives. The space of Gandhian thoughts is also seriously narrowed down in the educational syllabuses. In the present global situation, when the international thinkers have adopted Gandhian approach to resolve issues relating to human civilization, in India, study on Gandhi has become a least concern. At the wake of this situation, IGS, with all its limitations, was a hope for the middle class and downtrodden students to pursue their study in Gandhian thought. The institute has produced many students who are working in every field, like academic, grassroots work, politics, and administrative spheres, not only in India but also all over the world. It has been a prominent institute to encourage youth of Gandhian perspectives. Winding up IGS would indirectly lead to deprivation of middle lower sections youth from learning and understanding Gandhi and his thoughts. On the behalf of former students, I request to Bajaj Foundation the irregularity of mismanagement of the institute, if any, can be cured by a positive and a proactive process. But close of the institute will be an irreparable loss for the country as a whole. In the light of the above circumstances, I request to Bajaj family to review the decision to wind up Institute of Gandhian Studies Wardha and keep it functional. The deficiencies or irregularities, if any, may be resolved by a positive introspection and a participatory action. The students, products of the institute, and other eminent Gandhians would be ever ready to participate and contribute for the better and effective functioning of the institutions. In past, Bajaj family justified their role and responsibility for Gandhi, for freedom movement, and as whole for country. I hope Bajaj Foundation will in same path to give equitable justice to save up IGS and save the alternative education system of India. Thanks to all.